Have you ever wondered what truly brings deep meaning to life? How can our good deeds avoid becoming a performance just for applause? Imagine a way of living where love and sincerity guide every choice. Where's the secret to that? Jesus of Nazareth, one of history's most transformative figures, shared a profound vision for a fulfilling life in his Sermon on the Mount. He taught that true happiness doesn't come from fame or human praise, but from a deep, intimate relationship with the Creator. According to Jesus, the greatest treasure is receiving God's love and sharing it with others through righteous acts. But he warned of a dangerous trap: when devotion turns into a show for recognition, we lose its true meaning. Through three practices, giving, praying, and fasting, Jesus guides us to live authentically with hearts focused on God, not the approval of others. Giving, true generosity, or a show of pride. Is your kindness born from the heart or just a way to earn admiring glances? Jesus warned about the trap of giving, beautiful yet easily twisted into a performance for praise. He showed how to give with sincerity, reflecting God's boundless love. Jesus taught, "When you give to the poor, do not sound a trumpet like the hypocrites do in the marketplaces to be honored. Truly, they've received their reward in full." Picture this: in the bustling markets of ancient Judea, a wealthy man holds up a clinking coin purse, handing it to the poor amid cheers and applause. In Jewish culture, public giving honored God's generosity, a noble act. But Jesus saw deeper. For some, giving wasn't about sharing love, but flaunting wealth or holiness. If you do good just for praise, Jesus said, you limit your reward to fleeting cheers, missing the deep joy of God's connection. You're merely an actor, not a true giver. Instead, Jesus offered, when you give, let your left hand not know what your right hand is doing, so your giving is in secret. Your Father who sees in secret will reward you. Let your left hand not know. What a vivid image. Imagine you quietly send money to a struggling family leaving no name, or drop off groceries at a neighbor's door, slipping away before they see you. These acts keep your heart focused on God's love, not human applause. Jesus didn't ban public giving. He said good deeds should shine to inspire others. But check your motives. If pride creeps in, give in secret to keep your generosity pure. Practical steps for authentic giving. How can we live out Jesus' teaching today? Here are ways to give with a heart turned to God. Help without a trace. Support others anonymously. Pay for a stranger's meal and ask the staff to keep your name secret. Or mail a gift with a note saying, "From a friend, not your name." Give quietly, consistently. Commit to monthly donations to a person or charity, but don't post about it or tell friends. Let it be a secret between you and God. Focus on hidden needs. Instead of flashy giving, seek overlooked needs like buying books for a rural student or shoes for someone homeless unnoticed. Check your motives. Before giving, ask, am I doing this for love or recognition? If it's the latter, choose a quieter way. Pray as you give. When helping someone silently pray, your act brings joy and hope, deepening your bond with God. Jesus' teaching on giving isn't a rigid rule, but an invitation to live with an open, sincere heart. He calls us to the joy of giving, not for praise, but to mirror God's love. Try this today. Give in a way no one knows and feel the joy of acting for God alone. Praying, a conversation with God or a display of faith. Is your prayer a heartfelt talk with God or a show to seem pious? Jesus exposed the trap of fake prayer and showed the joy of truly connecting with the Creator. He said, when you pray, don't be like the hypocrites who love to pray in crowded places or street corners to be seen. Truly, they've received their reward in full. Imagine in ancient Jerusalem's busy streets, a man pauses at a crowded corner, eyes closed, praying loudly. The crowd whispers, so devout Jews then stop daily to pray the Shema, a beautiful tradition. But Jesus saw through some hearts. For them, prayer wasn't about God, but showing off piety to win admiration. If you pray for applause, your reward is just passing praise, not God's comforting presence. Jesus offered, when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father in secret. Your Father who sees in secret will reward you. Go into your room, close the door, so intimate. It's a private space to drop all pretense, sharing joys, sorrows, and fears with God like a close friend. Secret prayer tests your motives. Would you pray if no one saw? If yes, you're seeking God, not approval. Jesus didn't forbid group prayer. He prayed with disciples too. But he stressed prayer must flow from a sincere heart. Practical steps for authentic prayer. How do we apply this in our hectic, social media-driven world? Here's how to pray with a heart for God. Find a daily quiet space. Each morning or night, seek a calm spot, your bedroom balcony or kitchen corner. Silence your phone, close the door, and spend 5 to 10 minutes sharing your life with God like chatting with a friend. Keep a prayer journal. If focus is hard, write your thoughts, thanks, or requests in a private notebook, a sacred space for you and God. Pray in everyday moments. Beyond set times, pray silently while walking, waiting in line, or riding the bus. Thank God for a new day or ask for strength in a challenge. Avoid social media boasts. Resist posting about your prayers or religious acts. Ask, am I sharing to inspire or to be noticed? If unsure, keep it private. Join group prayer sincerely. Praying in church or groups is wonderful, but go to connect with God and others, not to seem holy. Jesus' teaching on prayer invites us to live openly with God, finding peace in His presence. Prayer isn't a performance, it's a quiet conversation where you're fully yourself. Today, find a moment to close the door and pray secretly, trusting God hears you. Fasting, meeting God, or showing off discipline. Can skipping a meal draw you closer to God, or is it just a way to flaunt self-control? Jesus revealed the trap of fake fasting and showed how to make it a true spiritual journey. He taught, when you fast, don't look gloomy like the hypocrites who disfigure their faces to show they're fasting. Truly, they've received their reward in full. Picture a man in an ancient market, pale hair, messy, sighing, I'm fasting. The crowd marvels. So pious fasting was a bodily prayer, giving up food to invite God into need, a sacred act. But Jesus saw some used it to parade discipline, craving admiration. If you fast for praise, your reward is just fleeting compliments, not God's deep connection. Jesus offered, when you fast, anoint your head, wash your face, so your fasting is unseen except by your Father in secret. He will reward you. Anoint your head, wash your face, so vivid, even while fasting you look fresh, hiding your practice. This keeps you focused on God, not attention. Jesus didn't ban public fasting, but stressed your motive must be pure. If you seek, notice, fast in secret to stay centered on God. Practical steps for authentic fasting. How do we fast today when it's often misunderstood or turned into a social media trend? Here's how to fast with a heart for God. Choose a private fast. Instead of skipping all meals publicly, try a subtle fast. Skip a snack, coffee, or sweets. For example, skip breakfast Wednesdays and pray during that time. Act normal. While fasting, go about your day, cheerfully shower, dress neatly, smile. Don't let anyone guess you're fasting. Pray through hunger. When you feel hungry, pray, Lord, I offer this need to feel your presence. It deepens your connection with God. Skip social media posts. Don't share your fasting online. Ask, am I doing this to inspire or be noticed? If unsure, keep it secret. Fast with purpose. Fast for a reason, like praying for a struggling friend, seeking strength, or thanking God. Fast a day for a sick friend, telling no one. Jesus' teaching on fasting calls us to find joy in need, filled by God's presence. Fasting isn't a show, it's a spiritual journey to let God fill your emptiness. Today, fast quietly, pray in your need, and discover God's boundless love. Living authentically before God. Jesus doesn't ask us to abandon giving, praying, or fasting. These practices beautifully express devotion and spread God's love. But He calls us to live sincerely, unswayed by fame. His teaching is wisdom, urging us to deepen our bond with God, trusting Him to guide when to act publicly or privately. With a heart turned to Him, we find lasting joy and become a true light to the world. Take this challenge today. Give in secret, pray quietly, or fast unnoticed. Feel the joy of acting for God alone. This is the fulfilling life Jesus promised, a life of love, meaning, and God's presence. Connecting to the Sermon on the Mount, these 3 warnings are part of the Sermon on the Mount, where Jesus shares a vision of a life led by love and sincerity. Next, we'll explore its heart, where Jesus teaches His disciples to pray with depth and meaning. God Joe. If this struck something deep within you, click like to spread light in a world wrapped in temptation. Share it with a brother who might be needing freedom from their own lust trap. Comment below what part resonated most. What are you ready to change now, Psalm? And don't forget to subscribe to receive more content to help you live pure, strong, and triumphant daily. A true man isn't one who resists lust, he's one who starves it from the start. And you can do it starting today.